Hello, my dear students. This is Professor Dr. Satish Polshettiwar from MIT World Peace University, School of Pharmacy, Pune, India. First of all, I would like to thanks to all my well-wishers and all my viewers who has been subscribed my channel and who has given the huge response to my video channel. Keep watching my video channels to get all updated video from me. Today's topic that is understanding of quality by design, QBD, that is we commonly call in pharmacy. It's a part 2. I hope so you must have gone through my part 2 video, then you will able to understood this part 2. If you're not, please kindly watch my previous video, that is part 1 of QBD, where I have taught about where we discuss about the what is QBD, how QBDs are useful in pharmacy with suitable examples. Then we discuss about pros and cons, how traditional approach use versus this benefits of this QBD versus traditional approach. Then we talk about different applications in pharmacy. So in today's lecture, I'm going to talk on various aspects, various terms which are being used in QBD and with one case studies. Let us begin with this topic. This is the QBD is very important, as we learn, that is it's accelerate the regulatory review and approval process. You understood this tagline. It accelerate the regulatory review. You all of you know what is regulatory review means. Regulate because whenever you're making any pharmaceutical product, it has to be get approval from the regulatory agencies like ICH. You have the WHO, we have US FDA, we have TGA in Australia. In India, we follow the FDA. Okay, US FDA are there, DCGI is there. Okay, so for FDA getting approval from FDA, we have to always submit your dossier, submit your documents to get approval from them. So for that, we need to have this QBD approach in your process, your submission. So what is quality by design? It's nothing but the designing and developing formulation or manufacturing process to ensure the predefined quality that we talk about in previous lecture. Okay. It requires understanding how formulations and manufacturing process variables influence the product quality. We have to understand the different process variables, okay, that we are going to talk on the different critical process parameter, quality attributes, material attributes and all that. Then we will ensure the product quality with effective control strategy. This is nothing but the QBD. Quality by design means you have to quality itself built in your products. Only you have to design it properly. That is nothing but the quality by design. Okay. It's nothing but a holistic and systemic approach where we are using to get your product quality. What are different terms that is called as quality paradigm? Okay, so QBD, just now we talk about that. Design space, RTRT, CMA, CPP, CQA, RTRT, PAT and all that. Let us discuss one by one. The first we'll take it about the quality target product profile, because your QBD start from quality target product profile means you have to identify different quality targets. Okay, we all of you know, fortunately with development of the concept of QBD, there will be significant transformation in pharma quality regulation from empirical process to more scientific knowledge based and risk based approach. That is we are learning. Okay, this is very important. So what is quality target product profile? That is we called as QTPP. Okay, nothing but it include the doses from delivery system, doses and strength. Okay, it is prospective summary of quality characteristic of drug product to be achieved, are taking into account dosage strength, you all of you know, our container closure packaging system that we called, and drug product together with attributes affecting the PK characteristic, that is pharmacokinetic characteristic, example dissolution, aerodynamic performance and drug product quality, entering quality criteria like sterility test, purity, stability, drug release appropriate for the intended market product. That is nothing but a quality target product profile, QTPP. This is very important. One has to understood that. Then critical quality attributes, another is okay. CQA. What is CQA? It's nothing but it includes the physical, chemical, biological or microbiological property or characteristic or output material of an output material, including a finished drug products. The potential drug products CQA, that is critical quality attribute, derived from a QTPP, that is just now we talk about that quality target product profile. You have to identify different quality product profile or prior knowledge of use to guide the product and process development, and they should be within the appropriate limit, range or distribution to ensure desired product quality. Because see, we have to first set the limits. IP, BP, USP, all official company name has given the limit. For example, dissolution, we set the limit 85%. Your drug should be dissolved in that particular time period. 85% drug should be dissolved more than or equal to 85%. Then and only the FDA or the other regulatory agency accept your products. That is bioequivalence, we can say. Okay, this need to be proved. That is nothing but the quality range or limits. Range has to be decided, predefined range. Okay, that is called as predefined range. Then critical material attribute, that is called as CMA. What is CMA? Critical material attributes. That is nothing but input material. Okay, this is CPP is the critical process attributes. This is a critical quality attributes and critical material. They are the three important component of the QBD. Okay, it includes the physical, chemical, biological, microbiological properties, characteristic of a output material. Now CME is the we call as nothing but the output material. This should be within the appropriate limit, range or distribution to ensure the desired quality of the drug substance excipient in proper material, in proper we call as in process material. Okay, that is called as critical metal attributes. Now what is CPP? CPP is called as critical process parameter. It is nothing but the parameter which is monitored before or in process that we call as influence the we call as impurity, okay, appearance, impurity, yield of the final product strength. That is very important. Okay, that is directly impact on your product quality. Then design space is there. What is design space? Design space is nothing but the it is one of the essential component of QBD. It describes the relationship between the process input, material attributes, process parameter, that is very important, and critical quality attributes. So nothing but a relationship between all these two parameters. Okay, that is we call design space. So to design the space, the risk assessment is nothing but it's a linking the material attributes like density, particle size distribution, moisture content of that material, and process parameter like temperature, rate of drying, mixing, speed, RPM we consider to drug products. After parameter are identified, mathematical tool we apply are utilized to achieve a higher level of process understanding. We use different mathematics statistical tool. Okay, we use factorial design, we use different composite designs are being used, mathematical tools we use in order to get the proper this understanding in order to make the process complete life cycle of this product life cycle, that is start from QTPP to end with your product life cycle managements. There are new quality paradigm, risk based concept and principles. This as per the IC's guidelines, it has been introduced into Q8, that is called as pharmaceutical developments. Q9 resemble it include the QRM, that is quality risk management. Always you have to analyze the risk, you have to identify the risk. Then PQS, that is pharmaceutical quality system, that is Q10, and Q11 is the guidelines which develop the development and manufacturing of drug substance, that is Q11. We follow this Q8 for pharmaceutical development. All of you know whenever you making any formulation development, you have to always follow this Q8 guideline as per the ICH. Okay, so ICH has introduced this all the guidelines. The steps of pharmaceutical QBD implementation. As general rule, a practical implementation of QBD in the development of new pharmaceutical products can go through the following steps. One, the first is you have to define the desired performance of the product and identify the QTPP. That is very important. You have to first identify your confidence region and tolerance level we call as. Nowadays it's called as tolerance level. You have to just find out your limit range. What is your range you are going to achieve? In case of tablet friability, all of you know one should be less than 1%. If it is dissolution, always it should be less than more than 85% drug should be dissolved in that given physiological pH. For DT also there's some time period is there. So means you have to define the time, define that limits. That is called as QTPP. That is called as quality. Very important. That is we call as quality target product profile. What is QTPP? Quality target. What is your target? Then you are going to achieve that target. So you have to work to get that target. Then that's why it is called as predefined approach. QBD is always predefined approach. So you have to use systematic approach. You have to identification of CQA. Then next step would be identification of CQA, that is critical quality attributes. Then identification of possible CMA. What are the possible metal attributes and process attributes? We have discussed in my previous first video. We have discussed about the mixing variability, how the mixing variation takes place because of speed, because of metal attributes, because of your process attributes. So that is CMA and CPP, metal attributes and process attributes. That is a major influencing factor in QBD. Metal attributes and process attributes. Process may be different. Your metal is different. Raw material supply is different. You have to always think about that because your product quality is built in your products, not in end. Okay, because end product you are getting directly. If you are using this QBD application, definitely to ensure the quality that you are getting in terms of safety, efficacy, potency, purity, and other factors. Always quality products. Okay, set up execution of DOE, that is design of experiment, to link the CMA and CPP to CQA. You have to design the experiment, then according to the factorial design you can take the independent dependent factorial. Okay, it could be dependent independent depending on your the target profile. You can decide which factor you have to go, whether you are going with the full factorial, yeah, 2 factorial design. Okay, get enough information how this parameter impact on this quality target profile. Okay, quality target product profile. Thereafter the process design space should be defined, then leading to the end product with desired QTPP. That is the product cycle. We start with QTPP, then CQA, that is critical quality attribute, then link with the material attribute and process attributes to CQA. Okay, then establish design space, then establish control strategy, then we can enter into the product life cycle management. This is the called as the entire QBD applications. Okay, one has to understood that. Then you can, in between, you can continuously monitor in all the system and improve the manufacturing process to assure the consistent product quality. You have to define all the parameter properly. This is the things just now we talk about that. First you have to you have to identify the target product profile, that is called as quality target product profile. Always identify which are the your variables which are being included in your getting this all four parameter: safety, efficacy in terms of identity, potency, purity, and others. This is your target. Always you have to think about that. Then your these potential attributes would be appearance, assay, crystallinity, degradation, disintegration, dissolution, microbiology, sterility. This could be your parameters that you are going to control. If you manage this all, if you identify this parameter, then one can go with this CQ, that is called as critical quality attributes, because they all are uncertain. If you just go with traditional approach, it is all uncertain. If you know the predefined quality that you are going to achieve this target, then you can manage entire life cycle of this QBD. The quality target profile could be your content uniformity, hardness, appearance, dose, dissolution. This could be your QTPP. How we can define? Because it identified the what is critical to the patient and link to this your drug product. That is nothing but the quality target product profile. Always you have to think about that. This is the case study I'm going to talk on that. Okay, the case study is just take about the film coating. Now you have to make a film coating. You have to apply the film coating on that particular tablets. It's a placebo tablets. Okay, you all of you know film coating mostly used for the to avoid that moisture sensitive and pH sensitive drug. Okay, which drugs are pH sensitive and moisture sensitive? Mostly with film coating. We use some polymer for that. Okay, the design of experiment we can apply over here: central composite, phase center response surface design, or you can apply factorial design also. It could be full factorial design. The critical material attribute, that is very important. Just now we talk about that. You have to first decide this QTPP, then critical material attribute CMA is solid percent of the coating dispersion, because that is going to be influence on your product property. Okay, that's why you have to always think about this critical called as material attributes, because physical, chemical, biological, microbiological properties are directly affecting on your input materials. This is input material, solid percent of coating dispersion. Okay, because you have to get desired quality of this. Okay, the critical process parameter is inlet air. It could be temperature, air flow rate, solid level, coating pan, speed, spray rate. This could be because when you applying this on this particular tablet, you have to always think about all the parameter, process parameter. The process parameter could be your inlet of air, temperature, speed, and all that, in order to get proper the coating, because your ultimate objective is to get the uniformity in coating. Otherwise your coating may be vary with thickness, vary with roughness, and all these things. This is a tablet core and you are getting different, because we need homogeneity in your tablet coating. So in order to get, this is your target profile. Okay, this is the target that you're going to achieve. So for that you have to think about this CMA and CPP. I hope so you must have understood this. Okay, you have to think about all the process: spraying, wetting, crystallization, till you get coated particle. Okay, so means everything you have to predefine all these things, then and only you will be getting a quality product at the end, and you can monitor continuously all the, this is the improvement. Tablet coating development process make robust. Because of that, it could be shown that better understanding of coating quality attributes brings significant benefit already in early formulation and process development. Effect on different excipient on the coating quality can be assessed rapidly, which can speed up the formulation development. The system can also easily integrate it with the pan coating process, can be used for inline monitoring film. You can also monitor throughout this film coating process. Okay, in order to get the proper coating on your tablets. This is nothing but the new quality paradigm. Just now we talk about that PAT technology, QRM. There are some you have to define this parameter. Okay, we in formulation development we mostly take CQA, this one CMA and CPP. You have to CQA and PAT technology we use for analytical development. If you want to develop the analytical technique, then use this. Then QRM also there, quality risk management, very important. Just now it has been introduced. Okay, as per ICH guidelines, this is the Q8 guidelines where you identify the CMA and CPP, design space, then control strategy. Then we can get all these things. They are the essential component of QBD. Okay, so just now we talk about that. Traditional approach and this approach we must understood. Traditional, if you go with traditional things, your product will not be get a quality. Okay, but if you go with this, definitely you'll ensure the product that you are getting, it's a quality products. That is we call as the major impact of this QBD in pharmaceutical fields. We can minimize the error, data integrity. You can make your product development very faster rate. Okay. QTP elements, target justification, this is very important. All these things you have to think about, all these things, container closure system and all these things into consideration. Finally, I conclude that QBD is very promising future in development of quality pharmaceuticals. It is a pivotal very important role for emerging technology, upcoming regulatory requirements in order to get faster approval. Thank you very much.